Hello and welcome back to another episode of FM21 with Aberdeen. Today is the day of the Betfred Cup final with Rangers. It is our first chance of silverware for the season. If we are going to get anything, this is our greatest chance so far. Also, if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel to help us with that YouTube algorithm. Also, please never mind the cat cleaning itself in the background. What are you going to do, eh? So a bit of news. I was a bit concerned the fact that Fraser Hornby's only a loanee from Reims. And I mean, he's really good. But what I found is Bruce Anderson, who was in our reserves. He's on loan at Hamilton. But I mean, he can't jump like Hornby can. But he's got great work rate off the ball, decisions, composure, finishing, decent dribbling, first touch. He's very fast. He should be our number one for next season, and we should get Hornby in as a backup. I mean, that would be fantastic. I think that would sort that out. One other thing, Nathan Phillips is joining FC Nuremberg at the end of the season, at the end of his contract. He's currently a Liverpool player. Well, his contract was expired and Nuremberg struck him up, so really disappointed. We're going to have to try and recruit for that one, along with there are some other players that will leave at the end of the season. Some are just really old. We do need to invest in the squad in the transfer market. Right, now let's just go through some of the off-camera game highlights. Once again, the video is chaptered and you should be able to skip to the match if you want to. We travelled away in the league to St Johnstone for an underwhelming 0-0 draw, where we could argue that we had the better chances, shots and possession, but only came away with a point. Then at home to Inverness in the Scottish Cup, we got off to a terrible start. Inverness hitting us on the break and McGregor finishing off the move. Then at the beginning of the second half, they hit us on the break again. Sutherland's volley putting us 2-0 down. It took us until the 88th minute to actually get one back. Fraser Hornby taking the ball down, dribbling through two players and finishing in the bottom corner. Then, in the 93rd minute, we tie the game when Hernandez goes down in the box and Ferguson dispatches the penalty to take us into added time. Then, in the 3rd minute of extra time, they pull ahead yet again, with Harper scoring from a through ball, putting us 3-2 down. But at the beginning of the second half of extra time, from a throw-in and some good passing at the edge of the box, Kennedy pulls us level at 3-3, eventually winning the tie on penalties. We then hosted Livingston in the league with a really tired team, yet were able to score in the first 3 minutes. Hoban's through ball to Hornby puts him one-on-one with the keeper, but deciding to unselfishly square it for McLennan to score. Then, just 5 minutes later, Magooch finds Campbell, who threads a ball into the path of Hornby, putting him one-on-one with the keeper, and this time bearing it in the bottom corner for what was the final score of 2-0. Then away to Hibernian in the league, we got off to another flyer when Hoban sprays a 50-yard cross-field pass into the path of McLennan, who lays it off for an easy goal for Ferguson. It didn't last long, however. 10 minutes later, when Murphy breaks, former Hibernian runs the full length of the field and beats Lewis to pull level. We then retake the lead from a throw-in, Hernandez finding the head of Hornby in the area to make it 2-1. Then just after the hour mark, Hernandez's early cross nearly finds Kennedy at the back post but hits the back of the defender and into the path of Hornby to score again. Then just 4 minutes later, we put the game beyond all doubt when Hernandez free kick finds the head of McCrory at the far post to make it 4-1. Next, we hosted St Mirren in the league, falling behind in the first 5 minutes. When we lose the ball in our own half, a Bickers ball over the top is seized by McGrath, who finishes it to make it 1-0. It took us until the half-hour mark to respond, when some favourable deflections allow Kennedy to put away an easy goal. Then, 10 minutes later, from a free kick, McCrory heads it on and Hedges puts it away to take the lead at 2-1. Then, early on in the second half, Magooch's free kick finds Hornby's head to make it 3-1, which is how it ended if it wasn't for McGinn missing a penalty just after the hour mark. We next hosted Motherwell in the league, and in the first minute, Constantine's cross missed by the goalkeeper and defenders, McLennan putting the ball back in for Hornby to score. Then, just before the hour mark, Magooch's free kick finds McCrory at the back post. The keeper gets a hand on it, but it still goes in, which gives us a 2-0 victory. Then finally, we host Ross County in the Scottish Cup, 4th round, taking the lead after just 5 minutes when, after some nice passing, just outside the area is laid off to Hornby, who bends one at the near post. Then 5 minutes from the end, Magooch's free kick finding McCrory's head to make it 2-0. Well, I mean, looking at that schedule, that was really, I mean, we played I mean, other than this St Johnstone and Inverness 2 games where we didn't actually play very well, but in the Scottish Premiership we are still level on points with Celtic, and we are 15 points clear of Rangers. So you have to say we've got second place pinned down, which is absolutely brilliant. Some good news then, James Taverner and Philip Helendo will be out of this game for Rangers, which they are quite dangerous going forward, but really it's a bit of a boost for us. So let's go into the match then. So the approach then, as usual, what I think we're going to do, we're going to put Kennedy, is going to be marking Nathan Patterson. They're attacking right fullback, and Considine would need to mark Hadji, but not tightly mark. I think we need to play a standard line of engagement with a higher line. And in transition then, we will just regroup. We will distribute to centre backs. In possession, we will play pretty much the same as we always do, but we'll play for set pieces and probably hit the early crosses as well. I think that would that really works for us generally. In opposition instructions, well, as usual, we'll mark up the midfield and the wide players. Patterson will be tightly marked. Hadji will also need to be tightly marked as well. The front three all put onto their weaker foot. Zungo and Jack also onto their weaker foot and pressed hard because of their long shots, and weaker foot for both of the fullbacks. Free kicks then, well, attacking, we're going to be hitting these at the far post where Ross McCrory is. I mean, he's scored from his head from set pieces, I think, in every single Rangers game we've played recently. And then in the free kicks then, when we come to the wide attacking ones, we'll be hitting that to the far post where Ross McCrory is going to be lurking. So in terms of the lineup, then we're going for Considine, Phillips, McCrory and Hernandez making up the back line. McGooch and Campbell in the centre of midfield. Kennedy on the left. Hedges as the attacking midfielder. McLennan on the right. And Hornby up front as usual. Right, so let's just do this then. We're going to say that the media has given them a lot of credit. Go out there, give a worthy display. And then we'll tell the defence expected a solid performance. We're expecting the midfielders to take control of the midfield. McLennan doesn't like that. I don't care. And we have faith in Fraser Hornby. Right, here we are at Hampden. Oh, I love this graphic that comes up every time in the big games. So there was the Rangers lineup. Here is Aberdeen's. Our recent form is good, but it means nothing on a cup final day. And here we come out. And here we go as Rangers kick off. Zungo now. Where's his marker? He's got the ball into Patterson then. Zungo. Morelos. Sent out wide to Jack. Kamara back to Barisic. Kamara finds Kent. And Hernandez. Oh my god, that was a bad mistake there. Lucky to get away with that. Considine into Hedges from the throw-in. Considine again. Tries to find the boy over the top. Kamara gets it. Jack put it out to Kent. And McCrory is with him. Oh, it's a good tackle by McCrory. There, Hadji's now got the ball. Kamara back into Hadji. Morelos. Through ball into Kent, but he is blocked off there. It's a good save by Lewis. Corner to Rangers then. Hadji to take into towards the back post. Hornby heads clear, but no one is even trying to pick up the second ball there. But Camera's got it into Goldson and into Patterson. And he's found Zungo. He's not, I don't know where his marker is. I mean, his marker's there, but why isn't he on him? And so through ball into Hadji. Don't bring him down. Morelos, it's a good block. McLennan clears away. Free kick now to Rangers. Hadji, and it's hit the wall. And Hornby's picked it up. And we've got some players steaming forward. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to find him. He'll get brought down by Kamara. And there's a yellow card. I wonder if that's going to tilt the game at some point. Hadji with the free kick towards back post and headed wide. And that was quite close there. We've reached half time. It's 0-0. And well, it's been a close game. We haven't really, our possession's not really been very good. I'm going to tell the team we're pleased with the performance. Hopefully that gives them a bit of a boost. I think they've made some subs. So let's just have a look and see if we can't Make sure these tight marked. And he's on his weaker foot. Actually made 2 substitutions. So what's the other one they made? Stephen Davis. He hasn't got great long shots, but he should be marked now. McLennan is a bit knackered now, so we're going to have to put on Camberai. Kennedy's not really played well, so we're going to bring on Johnny Hayes. And we're just going to encourage the team now. I got a free kick. Magooch, can he find the back post where Phillips is? And it's just over the bar. Got a throw in then. Magooch into Hayes then. Finds Magooch again. Campbell finds Constantine. Can he get the cross in? He's by the byline. Magooch. Hayes. Good cross in towards Camberai. Oh my word, it's offside anyway, but what a chance that was. Magooch carrying a knock. I don't dare take him off. I'm going to encourage the team yet again as we head into the last 10 minutes. Throw into Rangers deep in their own half though. Balogun into Jack. They're going to have to lump this forward, I think. And Phillips picks up the loose ball and finds Campbell. The pressing working quite well there. McCrory. Hernandez. Campbell into Camberai. Finds it's back into Campbell. Hernandez is now down the right hand side and a deflection, and here come Rangers. Aribo now, and we got the numbers still, but Morelos finds a way through, into Kent at the back post, and Kent puts it wide. Just wonder if there's something we can do. Get those early crosses. We can't pick up the pace now and the width. Let's just see if we can't break them down now. Well, looks like we're going to have to go into extra time. I'm going to tell the team we're happy with their performance. Hopefully that spurs them on. Got a corner then. Magooch to take. In towards back post to Hornby, and it's a goal. And we lead in the cup final. And, well, I mean, this has been an even game. And the free kicks and corners in the back post was definitely going to be something that they were going to get hit on, and we look like we might have done it. I've got a free kick here, Magooch into the back post, and it's hit away by Golson, and here comes Morelos, and they're very dangerous on the break. And he's done his man. Hernandez is going to have to come across, and he's got a yellow card, but it's saved by Lewis, and yeah, what we're going to do now is we are going to tell Hernandez just to ease off now. Davis with the corner. Can we get it out? Phillips does. Hayes is going to pick this up, but only heads it down the road to Goldson. Hedges is knackered, so we're going to start making a couple of changes now here at half time. Campbell, we can't make any changes now, so we're going to start the second half, and I think we now need to start moving back a little bit. We'll distribute to flanks, try and hit them quickly. We're going to be a little bit more disciplined, and we're going to dribble less. But hopefully in this second half we can see this out. Phillips to Magooch, McCrory, Ferguson. And he's through ball into Camberai, who's in the box. And he's just sort of walked out the box. He tries to put the cross in, and Basie's taken that from him. And they've gone to a 4-2-3-1. So now, what can we do? So Kamara now needs to be picked up by an Aribo. Right, so Kamara will be picked up by Magooch. Where's he gone? There he is. Lewis Ferguson will need to pick up, I believe, Aribo, which means that Dean Campbell would have to pick up Ryan Jack. Let's just check out these instructions then. These three are going to be tight marked. Does Aribo have long shots? He does, so he's going to be pressed a lot. The AMC is now on his weaker foot, so is Sean Davis. I'm just going to show the fullbacks onto their weaker feet as well. Right, here we go. We're now at a stage where we can start really reducing the risk, slowing down the game. Can we see this out? We have a free kick. It should be enough. Seconds left. Camberai, Campbell, Hernandez. We're right up there, end of the pitch. Can he put an early cross in? He does, but it's cleared away. And that should be enough. Got to take a throw in any second now. Hernandez taking his time. Good bit of time wasting happening there. And there we go. Hernandez walks off with the ball. We win the cup. And, well, in the first season, we should be very, very happy with that. this was our best chance of silverware, especially when Celtic went out the cup. But for the first time in probably over a decade, maybe not even that long, Aberdeen have won a trophy, and well, the good times hopefully can keep rolling, and having the lap of honour now. The celebrations they've racked up in this new edition of the game, a bit more of a spectacle happening. But there we go. I mean, Hedges played well, Magooch played very well, despite him being knackered, and the back line as well. And we'll have to congratulate the team on that. And that was exceptional. Played quite well. And Fraser Hornby's going to be out for a little while, but we're just not going to rest on that for now. Well, the next game will probably be Celtic. And that will be, well, if we can shut them out, we can stay in this title race. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, leave a like, maybe even subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.